Well, guys, it's about the end of the road for old Phantom, I think. I think it's about time for old Phantom to drop my channel. You know, you guys can believe whatever you want to believe, but Larry's counterattack video against me. You guys, if you really want to believe that the first 2 minutes was about me, that's fine. It was. And like I explained, the only reason I even mentioned subtitles was because my son brought that to my attention, because kids are smart these days. Because they are technically subtitles. Now, as far as the other stuff goes, if you'll watch the other video, if he didn't take it down, he was complaining about people not annotating. I'm one of the only ones that don't use subtitles. Okay? I was called stupid by him. I was called slow, that I need to goddamn well learn, and all this and that. All my subscribers know. First of all, I haven't had a computer since 2003. Okay? I just got a computer 6 to 9 months ago. I'm trying. It takes time. As far as the verbal annotations go that he made fun of me about, that was a request from one of my subscribers to try to help them. That's where the verbal annotation thing came, is from the kindness of my heart, trying to help one of my subscribers that needed it. Talk about walking on glass. Really? I have to walk on glass myself. So, you guys don't know the whole story. There's two sides to every story. He attacked me first. Sure, I got upset because you guys don't know. Here's what his video basically went down. I got called slow. Well, let me tell you something. You take as much medication as I do, and I bet you'd be a little bit slow too. I'm in pain management, okay? I'm on methadone, I'm on Percocet, I've got PTSD, I'm on Cymbalta, I'm on Valium, I'm on all kinds of medication just so I can live every day. So it makes me a little slow. Plus, I stay up all night long working for you guys to bring you guys the evidence I can bring you. I read his comments from the people that commented against me, that I'm even subscribed to some of them that commented against me. And they thought it was so funny. They thought it was so hilarious, one of them said. They thought it was just a hoot. They got a hoot out of the voice annotations. Well, guess what? I care enough about my subscribers that I thought I would give it a try, because it was a request. A request. And if that person that requested it, he knows who he is. Randy, would you please put it in my comments that you did request that? I got called stupid. I got called I should learn. You know, it takes a hell of a long time to learn from 2003 to 2016. I just got a laptop probably 6 months ago. I'm working on it. You take as many medications as I do, you'd be a little bit slow too. As a matter of fact, you'd be on your back with your feet straight up in the air and you'd be dead. I take the strongest muscle relaxers that are made. I take Valium. I take Percocet. I take methadone for my pain. I'm in chronic pain. And yet, yeah, I'm a little slow sometimes. Sometimes I hurt so bad I can hardly breathe. But yet I still do this for you guys and for me. It's my passion as well. There's two sides to every story, and he's the first one that started cursing at me. I left a few comments defending myself. Hell yes, I'm going to defend myself. Yes, I left some comments on his channel defending myself. I didn't call him anything. Go look. I didn't call him anything. That whole last video before the last one he made, he is going to sit there. Okay, so okay, look at it like this. Say it wasn't about me. Even the first part wasn't about me. Fact. He had a big hissy titty baby rant like he always has. And then at the end of getting out what he had to say, said, oh, and by the way, it's no big deal, so that makes it okay. Right? Because if he didn't take that video down, go watch it again and really recap it. And really, the people, my subscribers, know me, and they know my situation. And for all the people that are hating on me right now, I don't care about you. And you know what? And now I'm being called, my work is being called fake. I saw on some of his comments, you think a K2 can be faked like that? You think me getting my spirits to turn flashlights on and off is fake? Really? I'd like to see how that could be faked. I really would. You know, that's the bottom of the barrel. I made a simple video defending myself because a lot of it was a personal attack on me. He just didn't come right out and say my name. And then he's going to call me stupid on top of that. You should have heard the awful, horrible things that man said to me on Google+. No, he didn't ask me politely. He tried to bully me around. He tried to boss me around. Like he was in charge, large and in charge of the paranormal field, trying to tell me what to do. Telling me I better do this and I better do that. And don't worry, I unsubscribed from him and blocked him too. And he wasn't nothing but a fucking fly on my wall too. You know, there's two sides to every story, guys. And he even admitted the first part of it was about me. So, did he not get pissed off? And, I mean, in my eyes, saw him getting pretty huffy and pissed off about just a simple conversation between me and my son that he brought up that technically dad their annotations, or technically dad their subtitles. And I thought, well, kids are sure smart these days. They technically really are. So for all you people that want to call me stupid, slow, whatever, you know, I don't care. I've been through so much. My subscribers know what I've been through. I have a darn good reason for being a little bit on the slow side. Yeah, I'm a little slow, but I work hard for you guys. And for all of his people that were attacking me in comments, and making fun of me in comments. I got blasted, Brandy, for doing what you asked me to do. I got blasted and made fun of for trying to do verbal comments to help you, Randy. And I'm not on you at it at all. And I tried to do that for you. Because no, I'm sorry, I am not Albert Einstein. I have learning disabilities. I have dyslexia. I get numbers and words completely mixed up. Yes, I can even admit right now, yes, I was one of the kids that was in special class 3 hours a day. With what I went through, it's a wonder I even graduated. And the people that know what I'm talking about, what I went through, that would be being the worst case of child abuse in my state's history. I am a survivor of some of the worst, horrendous child abuse that you could ever think of, and I survived it. My father made me eat my own throw up. I could go on and tell you things. I had professional psychiatrists break down and refer me to someone else because they couldn't handle any more of my story. Professional psychiatrists break down and refer me to someone else and start crying because they couldn't handle to hear any more of my story. I've been told by the top psychiatrists got together in my state for my case, for little old me, when I was in the hospital a long time ago with one of my nervous breakdowns. And they told me that I went through more and worse than most prisoners of war ever had to face. And I did it as a little child. I had no childhood. None. Yes, I am heavily medicated. Yes, I'm a little slow. And if my subscribers know my story. My subscribers know all about me. They understand. So as far as everybody ha-ha, hee-hee, ha-ha on his channel about the verbal comment, well, that was a request. That was a request. Okay? No, I'm not the sharpest tack in the box. I'm not. As much as I went through, I barely was able to make it through school. But I didn't quit. I kept going. I went to school every day. And I was also a latchkey kid on top of that. I took care of myself growing up. I didn't have a mom around. I didn't have a dad around. I had a mean, I was raised by my grandmother, who, I have her ashes right over there, who had multiple personality disorder, who was just like Mommy Dearest. So I had to deal with her abuse as well. So as far as all the hee-hee ha-has on, I thought that was a hoot and hilarious that verbal annotations. Well, I'm glad you guys thought that was such a hoot and so hilarious, because you know what? I did it as a favor to a subscriber of mine that asked me to do that. In that video he made, he was talking about people that doesn't annotate. Come on, who doesn't annotate? Me. Just because he didn't say my name, he didn't have to. I know who he was talking about. If you guys could have saw what, and I was so pissed off, you should have, if I could have, and I wouldn't have been so pissed off, I wish to God I would have taken screenshots of your Scary Larry. The horrible things he said against me. He called me a redneck, hillbilly redneck sheep fucker. Scary Larry said that to me on Google+. My response back to him, and speaking of calling me a redneck hillbilly, who looks like a redneck hillbilly? Put a pair of overalls on Scary Larry and picture that. My response to him was, he's calling me stupid. He's so stupid he couldn't even get the response. I wasn't about to stoop to his level and curse him out like he cursed me out. So the worst response I gave back to him was, you know what, Larry? F you too. You know who you are? You're Norman on Golden Pond. That's what I said to him. That was the worst thing I said to the man. And he said a hell of a lot worse to me. So this is a defense in my own defense video. There's two sides to every story. And if you guys don't believe that, you know, I'm not going to quit my channel because of him either. But you know what? I might quit it because of I'm tired. I'm tired of dealing with this. I have to walk on eggshells too, apparently. Because he at least admittedly said the first part of the video was about me. He at least admitted that much. Go really watch the video. And those people that are subscribed to me that know me and know my testimony and know my story, it's not funny at all why I'm a little slow. I got a computer sitting over there. I'm trying. I didn't quit. I did not take the computer and give it away or sell it and give up because I'm a little slow. I didn't quit. I sat through school and watched everybody breeze through stuff. But with all I had on my mind, I had bleeding ulcers in elementary school. Bleeding ulcers in elementary school from worry of, is my dad going to kill me tonight? Is tonight the night going to be the night he kills me? The abuse was so horrific, I've been told I should write a book about it. I never claimed to know it all, but as far as everything I've ever caught, it's all 100% real. And as far as the comments that I saw that people left on his video about me, and Steve Huff even saying I'm fake, saying that my stuff's fake. Well, if you guys really think that it's fake, I mean, I'm gonna quit. If you think anybody else can get spirits to answer them with a K2 like me, or you think anybody else can get spirits to answer them with a flashlight and have a conversation with spirits with a flashlight, or have conversations with the spirit with a K2, and you think that's fake, how could I possibly fake that? How could I possibly fake the activity that happens when I have my light on over here and it turns the whole living room orange from the spirits messing with the light bulbs? How can I fake that? He called me stupid. Yeah, I'm not the smartest tack in the book. I can thoroughly admit that. I shouldn't have graduated. I was one of those kids that was in the worst school district you could imagine. I was under horrific conditions. I went to a 98% black school. Nothing against African Americans, but being at a 98% black school, kindergarten through 12th, isn't easy. I had to learn to adapt real quick. As a matter of fact, I had to join a gang in high school just to keep from getting my ass kicked every day. And I had to get jumped into that gang too. And I'm talking, y'all know the movie that just came out not too long ago, Straight Outta Compton? Well, when that movie came out is when this guy right here was in high school, and that's the exact same time period. The exact same time period. When that came out, I was in high school. When NWA came out, I was in high school. And I was in high school with 98% black kids. I got my ass beat on a daily basis for no reason, on top of all the other problems I already had to deal with. So there's two sides to every story. So the thing that bothers me the most, though, is even anything Larry had to say against me. None of that bothers me. What bothered me the most was the comments that people left against me on his channel, that don't even know me, that got a hell of a chuckle out of verbal annotations. That was a favor for a subscriber that asked me to do that for them. That was a favor, and I will please hope that subscriber that asked me to do it would come forward on this video and please put that he did ask me to do that. But it is on other videos. I just gotta find which video it's on, but the request is there. But there's two sides to every story, guys. Yeah, I repeat myself a lot. I do that. That's something I can't help. But I just want you guys to know that I'm not stupid. I'm a very, very, very smart, intelligent man. And we all make mistakes. And nobody on this earth is perfect. So he admitted the first part of it was an attack on me. So he admitted that much. So ask yourself that. Is that cool? Even that part? Even just that little bit of part? I mean, he admitted that much. Tell me, is that cool? When I've never attacked him about anything, he admittedly just admitted on this last video, and I had the courtesy to be the bigger man and take my video that I originally made down. I've been taught to respect my elders. But when your elders act like a 2-year-old, you can't respect that. So this may be Phantom's final video, guys. I've got to think about it for a while. I've about had enough myself. And I'm not quitting because of Larry. I'm just quitting because of the whole thing. It's just getting, you know, he thinks he's the only one that has problems. That he's the only one that has to walk on eggshells. Ask yourself this. Who started it? One simple question. Who started the whole thing? Me or him? I'm just going to leave you with that. I could have been wrong. I may have been wrong. I admit that. People make mistakes. But he admittedly said the first part was an attack on me. So, is that cool? Yes or no? Even the first part. And I'm sorry I repeat myself a lot, guys. But you guys got to understand how much medication I take. I do the best I can just to get out of bed every day and do what I do. I'm 33 or 34 years old and I can barely walk. I was in a horrific accident as well. I'm already in a power chair so I can be with my children at the park. My son, my youngest son, who's 13, just learned how to ride a bicycle because I got a power chair and was finally able to teach my son how to ride a bicycle because daddy's crippled. I may have suffered some brain damage from my wreck. I was hit from a fully loaded 80s model Chevy plumbing truck with steel pipes, full of steel pipes, and I was at a complete stop. He didn't even hit the brakes. He was speeding. He was going about 80 miles an hour, and he didn't even hit the brakes. He even told the officer, he just looked up, and there I was. He knocked my truck. I had a Mazda extended cab, little pickup truck. You know, for someone that's stupid, I sure did have a pretty high-profile job. I used to work in dental equipment. Thank you, son. I appreciate that. You know, I'll tell you guys something else. When I got married, I had to raise my stepson that came along with the marriage, and I was a young guy then too. I didn't know anything about raising kids, but I'll tell you what, I raised 2 boys. I raised my son, my son, from the time he was an infant out of the hospital. And I broke the chain of abuse that I went through as well. So yeah, I'm a little stupid sometimes. Yeah, I'm a little slow. A lot of things happen to me. I've got post-traumatic stress, anxiety disorder, and depression disorder. And I'm on a shitload of medication. And it makes you a little bit slow. So I hope everybody got their fucking good chuckles off of that. I hope everybody got all their chuckles and their laughs and felt better about themselves making fun of me. Because if you'll go back to some of my other videos where I got down and really did some of my testimony that my normal subscribers know about, it's a wonder I'm even standing here today. It's a miracle. So, this may be my last video. I've got to think on it a while. apparently I'm too stupid and too slow for this field. Uh, and thanks for your support, Monica. And thanks for your support, Randy. And I appreciate you guys. And I appreciate everybody's support. But Randy, if you would, you could support me by putting a comment below that you did suggest for me to do the voice annotations, because I sure did get an awful lot of slack and jokes made about me for doing that for you. A lot. Go watch Scary Larry's video. And I went through that for you, Randy. I went through that for you, buddy. Being in this YouTube isn't easy. Doing what I do isn't easy. Whether I annotate or not, I spend hours and hours doing this stuff for you guys. So, I've always done the best I can with what I have. And that's probably why I don't have many subscribers, because I don't annotate. Or, as my son says, use subtitles. That's the only reason I even brought that up, is because my eldest son said, "Dad, they're subtitles." Oh, you're absolutely right, because kids are pretty smart these days. Why do they call them annotations when they're subtitles? I don't know, son. That's just what we call them. That's where that came from, and I got attacked for that. So he at least admitted to attacking me for that. So was that right or wrong? Was that right or wrong? If anything else in that video wasn't about me, was at least that right or wrong? Because I sure never attacked him. I've been a faithful, good follower. And yes, I have misspelt his name. I'm a horrible speller. I ask my kids and my wife to help me spell things all the time, because it's a wonder I was even able to concentrate in school at all. I shouldn't have graduated, but I did. But I didn't give up. I saw all the other kids just breezing by, but I didn't give up. I kept at it, and I still, as crippled and as much pain as I'm in every day, I still don't give up. I still keep fighting the good fight and doing what I can. The only little bit of enjoyment I get out of my life is my family and my channel these days. I used to be a sport bike stunt rider. I used to ride super bikes before my back got so bad. I used to ride wheelies for miles. Have you guys ever seen the movie Biker Boys? I was doing all of that. I've done things on a motorcycle that most people couldn't even fathom. They couldn't even imagine it. I have been on a motorcycle going 89 miles an hour on the highway, laying my chest down on the gas tank, put my two back legs together